If you're looking for overland storage solutions to maximize your space, then stay tuned.
So in this video, we're going to be talking about overland gear storage and our overland vehicle storage setup. So for probably the past 3 years now, every time we've gone out, we've really tried to tweak our storage setup, and we're trying to get it down to where we have systems and places where everything goes. But this is a constant evolution because we're always trying to tweak it and make it just a little bit better.
Right, what we're trying to do is maximize our space and just to use every single part of the vehicle for possible storage solutions. I know I really appreciate when everything is in the same spot every time, because there's nothing worse than cooking a meal and the food is burning and I can't find the spatula, or the food is ready and I can't find the plates and things like that. Yeah,
or there's times where maybe you're coming into camp, like it's already dark, and so you know exactly where your flashlights are, exactly where all of your stuff is, so you can just go there. It doesn't matter who it is, they know where that, they know the system, if you will, of where something's supposed to be. They can pull it out. So those are the things we've been really trying to incorporate. But then again, it comes into with a vehicle, and when you're overlanding, you're trying to do everything out of your vehicle. So the more space that you can get, like Jenny said, the more we can maximize our space for storage, that means the more things we can have, or the more spread out things are and the less chaotic they are. So that's really what we're trying to accomplish with this, is some really good storage solutions that will work no matter what you're going to be doing.
If you're the type of person who usually just goes out on a weekend trip, we would encourage you to maybe take a little bit longer trip, because that's how I know that I became more accustomed to where everything was. It's kind of like moving into a new house, you slowly learn where everything is in your cabinets and things. Same thing when we're traveling on the road with this.
Yeah, and I think if you just go out on a weekend, it's easy to, you can rough it for a night or two on the weekend and not have to have systems in place or certain items. And then when you get out on these longer trips, then you really have to start coming up with those procedures. And that's what really kind of forced us to get better about storage and systems and maximizing space, was going on these longer trips. So the first thing I want to talk about is this platform system that we built here in the back of our Jeep Wrangler. And we've looked at some other systems, like Goose Gear has a plate system that we really like. However, the one thing we don't want to give up is this storage solution we have with this platform. And so by creating this platform, all we're doing is giving ourselves a couple of inches off the floor of the back cargo area in the Jeep, but we are able to put so much stuff in here. You can see we put in here a bunch of our recovery gear, spare fuses, our tow strap, our tire repair kit. We've even got sandals and things like Lysol wipes and stuff like that. So just getting that couple of inches of space here in between, where you'd probably put like your fridge or your slide outs or your drawer system or whatever, has been a huge advantage to us, because a lot of the things that are skinny like this are able to fit in here, and we really like having this little piece of storage. I've also seen, we haven't tried it, but I've seen one person that actually you can fit a folding table in there. So this really provides a nice storage space for those flat things that you really wouldn't be able to put somewhere else. And we're just, I'm thinking about it, like we're looking at going to a Goose Gear kitchen setup, but we really don't want to get rid of our platform. So we're kind of, debating, should we go with the plate system or not, because this really gives us a lot of extra storage that we normally wouldn't have if we went with a plate system, or if we went with something that just took it all out. So that's kind of where we're at. If you got any ideas or anything, if you've come up with some solutions on how you can do this, we would really love to hear that. So we want to keep the platform, but we also want to put in some things like the Goose Gear kitchen or some slide outs and stuff like that. So if you have any solutions, leave some comments down below. We'd love to hear them, because this is one area we're still working on.
Another one of our favorite storage solutions is these Front Runner wolf packs. They're really sturdy and heavy duty. So obviously you could get some Tupperware containers cheaper at Walmart or someplace else. But these, you don't have to worry about them flying open, or, they're so heavy duty with these strong latches that you can even put them on top of your roof rack and they'll stay. Or if they do fall off, your stuff's going to be okay and it's not going to come open. So what we do is we label it with duct tape and label what's in there. So depending on, I try to put like all my kitchen stuff in one and all my toiletry stuff in another, maybe the cold weather gear in another. So these are really water resistant. I wouldn't want to take them out in a hurricane or anything, but they really are pretty much waterproof. They've got these holes too for like ratcheting them down on your roof rack, and they're also stackable as well. So they are really handy and good for organizing your stuff. So we use these in addition to a drawer system that we have, but we know some other people that just use these and that works just fine too.
So the next piece of storage we got, and this is specifically for Jeep Wranglers. I really wish they would start making these for 4Runners and Tacos and stuff like that, but these are currently only for the Jeep Wrangler. But this is the XG Cargo Gamma bags that you see here. And basically, this is a triangle bag that takes up this storage space, or this kind of empty space in between the roll bar and then the back of your top or hard top on your Jeep. And I will tell you, we probably use these bags more than anything because we're able to stuff clothes in there, cold weather gear, any type of bulky items we can get in there, and then, you know, compress them down, and they're off on the side here. This is I just think it's a really great use of space because this is dead space. It's not being used anyways, and you know, they came up with this solution and it's really awesome. The other thing that's really great on these is they've got some exterior pockets on the outside as well as MOLLE webbing, so you can also strap things onto the MOLLE webbing. You can use, you know, put tools on the outside, water bottles, carabiners, anything you would need, those go in this XG Cargo Gamma bag. I really like these things. I'm a big proponent of them. They've really given us a lot of extra storage space in the back, you know, cargo area here of the Jeep.
I also wanted to show you these rear cargo storage bags. These are specifically made for Jeeps, but you can get them for whatever type of vehicle you have. And again, it's like wasted space otherwise, so it's really handy to just have right here in this space. And it has dividers in here so that you can organize some things. And there's also the MOLLE webbing and the mesh holder here where you can put other stuff as well. We found ours on Amazon, so if you just go on Amazon and type in rear cargo bags for your vehicle, you should be able to find something like this. Up here you can see we have our Blue Ridge Overland Attic, and it's a mesh material with some bungee, and it's really handy to put things that can squash down easily, like coats and rain gear, stuff like that can be easily accessible really quick. Also for long trips, it can be used for like those packing cubes for clothing that people have, and you can stick those up in here for long-term clothing storage as well. They also make these for all overlanding vehicle types.
So I know we said we we're only going to do 5, but we're going to give you a little bonus as always. So this last one is really just getting MOLLE webbing on the back of your seats, whether that's through seat covers or they make, you know, specific things that just attach to the seat. But having this MOLLE webbing on the back of your seat really gives you some extra storage. You can see, like, we put things on here like our Nalgene bottles. We've got, you know, some of our cooking stuff in here as well. We hook on like things like, you know, drinking cups, our first aid kit. You can do a lot of different stuff with just having this MOLLE webbing on the back. Now, I'll tell you, if you're gonna have people riding in the back, then it gets a little bit hard to put some things on here because then things are jumping up in people's knees. But if you're just going out, you know, maybe 1 or 2 of you, you don't have people in the back seat, the MOLLE webbing really gives you that extra places to be able to put things, hook things on and do storage. So guys, we love your comments. We're trying to really figure this out. Should we do, you know, take our seats out? How do we get more storage options in here? If you've got a JKU, or even if you've got, you know, a 4Runner or something else, give us some comments down below. Let us know what you did to maximize storage. One of the things we're considering, you know, is taking out the seats, but we still have our kids come with us every once in a while. So we were thinking if we take the seats out, that eliminates the ability to have anybody else in the vehicle, which that's the downside. So we're trying to weigh the pros and cons of this. You know, in the JKU here, we have like a 2/3, 1/3 seat. So do we get rid of a 1/3 seat or a 2/3 seat and leave the other one so we can at least fit 3 people in? We're just not sure, but if you've done this, if you've come up with any, solutions, we would love to hear that, and you can leave your comments down below. Also, if you missed the video we did on overlanding essentials, we kind of went over these a little bit briefly, but we talked more step by step how to build your overlanding vehicle. And if you're new to overlanding, or if you're looking at doing an overlanding build, we invite you to watch that video here. It's over at our left right now. You can watch this video, and this kind of breaks it down step by step into the essentials and phase by phase, stage by stage of what you want to do when you're doing your overland build.
And always stay crazy, guys.